YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Ali, and I'm bringing you a brand new video. And we're going to be talking about the top teams in CDO. We're going to be ranking each team in CDO. Right now, the Major Five has already happened, so we're ranking them after Major Five. What I think about each team. It sucks that four of the teams can't play in champs, but I'm gonna rank them all, even with league play performance, the recent performance, where they're at right now. This is what we're looking at, where they're at right now going into champs, and we're also looking at the overall year consistency. So some of like the bottom four teams, they'll probably be low, but some of them have better performance, so they might bump up a little bit. So let's go right through it. First off, we got Faze S tier no matter what. They had like a struggle performance recently, but overall the reason number one, they've won multiple times. They deserve to be there. Dallas Empire, so they have some inconsistencies. I don't think they're top number one team, not even top two. I think they are an A tier team. I think they are a top four team, but they aren't like this team that is just god tier, can win events like crazy, like the Faze has been doing. Another team is Florida Mutineers. So Florida, to me, has its ups and downs. They looked well, then they looked really bad. They haven't looked amazing to me yet, but they have their well moments. Neptune has been playing great for their team, and I liked Havoc joining this team. I thought that sub duo would be great, but the team just doesn't have what it takes this year. Maybe next year, but I wouldn't put them at a D. I'll put them around a C tier right now. And then you got London Royal Ravens. They've just been sinking. I think the beginning of the year they were like, Then they went down, then they went down, and then it just kept sinking. I don't know. The roster changes they kept doing, it's not working. I do like some players in that team. I think Shawnee is playing well in his role, but that team just doesn't work right now. Afro, that pickup for Afro was a great pickup. Afro's a beast, but London's sorry, you're not. You're just not good right now. LAG with 1,000 different roster changes, and I don't know. LAG is just really bad. I don't even know what to say to. Their main thing in the beginning of the year was their S&D. They would force teams, and if they get to like game 5, they would win. They were doing pretty well in the beginning of the year, in my opinion. But then they never found the answer, and that just made them sink. And so I put them down there in the D category. Now you got LA Thieves. I think LA Thieves is a good team. They are in the come up right now. They had the slow start. They can turn up, but then they can play bad. Like Draza is their MVP in my opinion. Draza is just a beast. I think Slasher is good. He's consistent, but I don't know about John and Kenny. Kenny hasn't performed like the way he usually does. John was a good pickup. He's like he'll drop like that .9, will do the dirty work, but he is an amazing star player, and I think this team needs like a star player. So I'll put him at a B tier. I want to put him C, but I think B tier because they are better than. Actually, no, I'll put him C tier. I'll put him C tier. Yeah, I don't think they're up that level yet. I think they're at the edge of a B tier. Cause I want to show you why. Cause there's other teams in this list. So Rocker, last performance was amazing. They did some crazy shit. They won an event. Rocker is a really good search team. Their response okay. Last event their respawn was pretty great. So right now I was put Rocker. So if I say Rocker throughout the year, they're a B tier team. But the last event they were top team. So I think if I go throughout the whole year, I would put them at a B tier. But with like the standy pickup and then they did some revamps, I think they have bumped themselves to a low A tier. I think they're the weakest out of the A tier pack. Then you got New York Subliners. This was a A tier team all year, maybe even an S tier team. They could like fight with every team when Clay was on it, and then they had a little struggle patch was at the end of when Clay was leaving. That made him drop down, and then when Clay left, this team has turned into utter garbage. I don't think this team can win the event without Clayster, but I don't think they're that bad that they'll lose to these four teams consistently. I think this is a B tier team right now. Then you got Optic Gaming. Now, if I was biased, I would put Optic Gaming S tier because I'm a huge Optic fan and I love Scump. Been following Optic since 2006, 2007. Been a big fan, a big timer. The Optic Predator and all that stuff. I used to watch all that, but I with that my biases, I'm gonna put them A. I don't think they're S tier. I think the way I think their A tier is because their respawn is good. Their S&D has gotten better. They're not the number one team. You can see that they're against the best teams they'll lose. They could take on Faze. They've proven that they can beat Faze and Dallas. But the problem is they can't consistently do it. And then playing against like a team like Ultra where their Ultra is really hyper aggressive and their S&D is really good. They're good at mid changes. Optic can't handle those changes in search. So that's why it's like, okay. That brings me to Ultra. I think Ultra is also A tier, but I think they're the highest of the A tier. I think you could put them at S tier. They have won, I think, 2 championships, if I'm correct. I don't remember. Or maybe one. But they have always been like a top 3 team. And very consistent. With Insight, they have become God tier. But they still come up short, I would say, against Faze the way Faze has been this year. Next is Paris Legion. You're just garbage bottom. I don't even know what to say about Paris. I was a believer of Paris. I like Zed. I like Scraps. I was like, this is a decent team. They can be in the middle of a pack type of team, but now they're just garbage. But the main team I was a believer of was Surge. I thought Surge was my number one dark horse team. They started off slow, and I was like, this is a good team. In paper, you have Octane, a top tier air player. You have Gunless, that could be one of the best flex players. How are you going to lose this? You got Pristini, all right, he'll be the first to go. But no, in the classic, yeah, he's also good. But they literally turned into a horrible team, and everything went down. I think that team has a lot of talent, but they don't know how to work that talent. I think they need somebody to help them with that talent, or they need to do a roster change. But I think that Major 5 might be the reason where they might stick together is because they actually showed up. And they had their nice run. They lost, I think, to Optic. I don't remember. I think they lost to Optic. I think it was like 3-1, right? But they lost and they made their run. They had great respawn. They beat Faze. That was the crazy part. Watching that Faze match was insane. I think this is a good team. They are a bottom 4 team with these 3 teams, but if you put consistency throughout the year, you put them D. You put them at the event, then you put them at B. That event, they were like right below these teams. But I think for me, they should end up top of C tier. I think Surge is better than these 5 teams. And I think 9 times out of 10, Surge will win now. While the upper half, I think it'll be a little bit of a struggle. New York is like that middle team that you don't know what you're going to get. They're good, and they're bad, and they're dog shit, and they're amazing. Yeah. But with the Claysters consistency in the beginning half, they have to put them up here. They've had some struggles now. Hopefully they can figure out before COD Champs. I picked Optic to win COD Champs because of my biasness. If you guys watch my COD Champs prediction bracket, if you guys have not, Go check out that bracket. I made prediction for each match. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see another tier list or any Call of Duty news, or you want me to keep you up with free agency or any other content, let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys motherfucking later. Peace.